In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to play the piano accompaniment of Knocking on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan in its original key. Here's middle C for reference, and the song is in the key of G major with only one sharp, F sharp. The chords in the song are very simple. We have only two chord patterns, and they're both very similar. We'll cover the left hand first. For the first chord pattern, we'll be playing the root notes with G for G major, F sharp for D over F sharp, and A for A minor 7. So our bass notes are G, F sharp, and A. On to the right hand. For G major, we have D, G, and B played together, which is the second inversion of G major. For D over F sharp, we have D, F sharp, and A played together, which is the root position of D major. For A minor 7, while we play A bass note, we have C, E, and G played together to give us our A minor 7 chord. This song is in 4/4 time, so we have 4 quarter notes in each bar. G major for 2 beats, D over F sharp for 2 beats, and A minor 7 for 4 beats. We'll call this pattern P1. Our second chord pattern is almost the same as the first. We have G major, D over F sharp, and C major, with C on the left, and C, E, and G played together on the right. The timing of each chord is the same as our first pattern. G major for 2 beats, D over F sharp for 2 beats, and C major for 4 beats. We'll call this chord pattern P2. Here's the structure of the song with the chord patterns played for each section. Now I'll show you how to level up your playing by adding some variations and improvisation. For our bass notes, we'll play more notes instead of the single bass note for each chord. So for pattern P1, we have G octaves, followed by D for G major. For D over F sharp, we have F sharp octaves, followed by D. And for A minor 7, we have A octaves, followed by E. For chord pattern 2, we'll play the same for G major, D over F sharp, and for C major, we'll play C, followed by G. On the right hand, for G major, we'll pulse our chords 2 times and play the chord broken, starting from the bottom to the top. So we have this. We'll apply the same rhythmic pattern with D over F sharp. Since A minor 7 gets 4 beats, we'll pulse our chords 4 times and then play the chord broken. So in normal timing, we have this for our first chord pattern. To add more rhythm, you can add the A bass note right before you play the chord on your right hand for A minor 7. Here, you're just adding the A bass note right before the 4th pulse of your chord. So again, it will sound like this. We can also apply this to our second chord pattern. Adding these rhythmic patterns help liven your accompaniment, especially if you're playing by yourself without other band instruments. Now I'm going to share how to play the same chord pattern but with different voicings or inversions. Don't worry, the left hand will remain the same. For G major, we have the first inversion instead of the second inversion with B, D, and G on the right. For D over F sharp, we have the second inversion instead of the root position with A, D, and F sharp on the right. For A minor 7, we have A, C, E, and G played together on the right. You can apply the same rhythmic pattern with this voicing as well. For a second pattern, instead of C major, we can play C add 9 with D, E, and G played together on the right. I personally like this chord pattern better. Which one do you like more? Comment below. If you want, you can even mix and match the different voicings in different parts of the song to add variation to your accompaniment. What you can also do is add passing notes when switching between D over F sharp to A minor 7, which sounds like this. In between the chords, we'll play G followed by G sharp. So in normal timing, we have this. Now let's talk about how you can start improvising with these chords. For each chord, I'll give you a few notes that you can mix and match in any order, and they'll still sound great together. For G major, you can play G, A, B, and D. For D over F sharp, use D, E, F sharp, and A. For A minor 7, play A, B, C, and E. And for C major, try C, D, E, and G. Now I'll show you a few variations so you can hear how these notes work together. It might sound a bit complex at first, but it's really just about practice and feel. Try experimenting with different rhythms too. That's really what improvisation is all about. Exploring, experimenting, and letting the music flow naturally. 3 tips to help you practice and improve. First, limit your choices of notes, like only playing 2 or 3 notes of the chord at first. This will help you focus on creativity within a simple